Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahwashai. And salutations to you, sincere Alchemy, that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and in all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, so our Lord Yahweh Shai, when he was on the earth, he was, it's funny because when he was on earth, he was hated. Alright, because you talk about the scribes and the Pharisees that hate him, of course, that one is pretty plain. But even the people, man, he could, they could be turned so against him so easily, even though they knew that he was a prophet. Everybody knew that he was a prophet, but even he said it with his own mouth that a prophet is not what's what I'm looking for? Okay, I've forgotten how it's said it, but if it's not accepted in his own house, something like that. So let me get that. Let me see if I can get that. Okay, yeah, it's okay. A prophet is not without honor in his own house. Let me just quickly do this, just in case I want to get something else. But that is Mark 6 verse 4. Okay. Alright, so this is the book of Mark chapter 6 verse 4, and it reads, "But Yahushua said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house." That's basically it, okay? And even to this day, people still don't respect him, okay? They still hate Yahushua, because when you talk about who the majority of the world worships, it's that Cesare Borgia, that Jesus, which is the complete antithesis of who Yahushua is, because here you have this soft, alright, Edomite cracker, rip off of our Lord. But the true man, okay, the real Yahushua, what he taught, what he stood for, all those things, are they even, they are being completely shunned in this kingdom, okay? Nobody wants to stand for those things anymore, okay? These things are, the truth, alright, just the truth, the 100% truth, right? The laws and the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? All and all of that, those things are hated in this kingdom. That's what our Lord Yahushai stood for. That's why the apostles, they said it in their recent video, and I just finished watching the Apostle Gabar's video. Alright, going into what skillful adding that I was talking about the Apostle Taha's video. But anyway, I just finished watching that video, and I agreed with the Apostle Gabar. And if Yahushua was here, he would have been hated too. And that's basically the inspiration for this video, okay? Just going into this a little bit, because you have a lot of Israelites that bear the name of Yahushua, but they do it unworthily, okay? They don't act like his disciples, because they use that name, and then they'll still, they'll get all messed up when when a rebuke goes out. They get all messed up, on certain doctrines. They don't have certain doctrines. They start getting all puffed up and proud. Alright, concerning some of the breakdowns, they come out and say, "Oh, that's not right. This is not right." And there are men out here, okay, comes out here that have the name Yahushua, and that use the name Yahushua and do that, okay. They come against the truth, the correct doctrine, and that's not even the doctrine of Great Millstone, the doctrine of One West. I'm talking about the doctrine of Yahushua, okay, the doctrine that follows that name. Because guess what? Everything that has been revealed, right, to GMS, okay, to One West, the 100% truth was revealed through Yahushua. And it's not only Great Millstone that is pushing the 100% truth, okay. You still have other Akim out here that the various camps, alright, the likewise brethren that still push the word, but we're all doing it under the name of Yahushua. Alright, but as I was saying, but this most of those camps out here, most of our people, they don't, most of our people, they even now they hate the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because what are we because all these things that we are doing, okay, and I mentioned this before, it is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay. And this is how you know that Yahushai would have been hated if he was on the flesh, because it all starts with us, his disciples. And yes, I'm saying that humbly, but but if I didn't believe I was a disciple of Yahushua, I wouldn't be in this truth, okay. But us, his disciples, from the apostles, the elders on down, the brothers that are pushing the 100% truth, we are all we all believe that we are his disciples, okay. We're all trying to walk in his footsteps, okay, as best as we can, as you know, as perfect, or trying to be as perfect as he was. But okay, leaving that aside, you know, who do we come in the name of? It's in the name of Yahweh Shai. We teach. All these videos that we do are dedicated to Yahweh Shai, okay? And that's but all that is beside the point. And I'm just saying all that just to say that what, you know, no, no, you see the way they hate us, his disciples. That is in that, you know, that how much more would they hate Yahushua if he was actually here, okay? You know, they all know all kinds of names that they would call him. Well, anyway, let me just get this precept real quick. The book of John, the 15th chapter, from the 18th verse, and it reads, "If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you are of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his master, than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." That is just plain, okay? And that's what I'm telling you. That anybody that hates you, if you are a part of this street, okay, if you are a Akim in the camp that is doing this work in righteousness and sincerity, anybody that hates you would hate Yahweh Shai, and anybody that loves you would love Yahweh Shai as well. That is it, okay? Anybody that goes against the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, they hate Yahweh Shai, and that's just basically what it is. Anybody that hates the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, they hate Yahweh Shai because what? We are coming in the name of Yahweh Shai, okay? We are the representatives of, you know, I say that the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone are the representatives of Yahweh Shai here on earth, because who has the breakdowns? Who has the knowledge of the prophecies? It is them, okay? The full understanding. It has all been given to them, and they have done what, you know, they've opened it up to, and you know, they have opened it up and they have broadcasted it to us, young, you know, those us younger brothers. But that's beside the point. I want to say that, you know, but moving on, you know, to continue what I was saying. All right, that's what our Lord Yahushua here is saying here is plain, okay? That if they persecute us, if they hate us, then it's that's all the sales team as hating Yahushua, because he even said that whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, let me get that precept as well. Yahushua even said that whatsoever you do, let me see if I can get that. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, he said that it's like it's not a little hard to get. Let me try list. The list. It's like I'm still looking for it. Maybe it's like I can find it on the Then so I can find it on Google, or rather on Google, yeah. Scripture that says whatsoever. Yes, okay, I checked that Matthew 25 verse 40, so let me look here, see whether it's actually there. All right. Okay. Let me start from the. Let me start from. Let me start from Matthew 27, verse 37, and it reads, "Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me." That is basically it. Okay, that's whatever we give to the brotherhood, right? That is it might as well be the same as you doing it to Yahweh Shai. So if you hate the brethren, you can't say that you hate the servants and that you not hate the master as well. That's basically the point I'm trying to bring out, because you see the amount of hate that the apostles get, see the amount of hate that the others get, even from Israelites, even from their fellow Israelites, even from the men that came up with them in from the past. You see the way that they got, they talk about the way that they got treated in one West, how they are all basically kicked out, and you see what's all right. All right, you see what all the things that they went through before. They came up before they started Great Millstone, and before they established themselves as men of as men of the Lord, and all that happened, and all that happened to them, and I don't even really get the. I'm not that Saki. I don't even know where I'm going into with this. Let me just let me just stop it there, okay? And it's funny, because I was thinking that it's funny because Ajik is always talking about banging among the camps, talking about how Great Muslim is always getting on every single camp, always rebuking, and we don't get we do, and we don't we can't just why can't all Israel just get along? But it's funny they say that because Yahushua did the exact same thing, okay? You can go into all the precepts where he uh, so anyway, as I was saying, you can go into all the precepts where you see Yahushua talking about, Yahushua confronting the wicked scribes and Pharisees, and what you always see, it's always on sight. Whenever he meets them, he's always rebuking them, always mocking them, always he's always rebuking them, always mocking them, always cursing them out. But yet, so many of our people think that we should get along with everybody because they have that spirit in them of that spirit of that Esau has put in them. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think of the correct word for that spirit. But basically, just go along to get along, just get along with everybody. I think that everybody should just hold hands, and that basically that spirit that is in Christianity. Really think that everybody just holds hands and becomes together as one and into work, no matter how different they are, no matter how different their beliefs, and no matter how different their beliefs is, no matter how different they are in their spirits. That's why you see Christianity crumbling right now, because you have different spirits, different nations that have no business being with each other, okay? Different types of spirits that have no business being with each other, coming together and mixing. That confusion right there. And you know what, and you know that confusion, the Messiah is not the author of chaos, because that confusion, okay, the Christian church in itself is just utter pure confusion, because what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is dealing with is one nation, one people, and no one else, okay? That is the order that and that is the order that of Yahweh, the Most High, and His Son Yahweh Shai. All right, but these individuals, okay, they are not different from this. But these individuals that these individuals that talk about this thing, that rebuke, that talk about this thing, that go to the comment board and disagree, and start trying to pick fights with the others, the apostles, that always scoff, that scoff and they mock. This scoffers, the individuals that do that scoff, that create their accounts and just to disrupt live lessons and all that. They're not different from the scribes and Pharisees during Yahushai's time, and the apostles said it best. That they hate how heavily Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is dealing with, he's dealing with us, he's dealing with the GMS. So they look for an occasion in which they can get us. They look for, like did in the time with Hawasha. Whenever he was teaching, whenever he was speaking, the Pharisees would always come up to interrupt him and start asking him questions. Start looking for a way to they start looking for a quick way to get him to sleep up, so they can so they can make so they can make a fool out of him. And we see what you are doing. Okay, this is nothing new. Like the scripture say, there's no new thing under the sun. This is showing you reincarnation, because all the things that happened to Yahweh, all the things that happened to the disciples are coming back again. Those people, those men are coming back again in their lot, and are doing the exact same thing, okay, again to disciples on this side. And that just shows you how the spirit works, man. You get these people out, these individuals out here are getting all messed up the same way the Pharisees and the scribes got all messed up, because they were getting the raw 144% uncut truth, okay, straight from the spirit, no filter, and it's messing them up. And that's why you see it daily on the comment boards. You always see people, they see scoffers, they always have something to say. They always have to derail from the lesson. They always have to look for an offense, look for something that they can use against against the brethren. Look, they always have to find something. That's how. That just what the same situation that our Shai had to deal with during his time. So that's why the apostle is probably justified in what he was saying, and we already know this. Okay, we already see this, but when I just watching that, different thoughts just came to my mind, different precepts and different scriptures just came into my mind, and now there was a little all over the place, but I didn't even know what I wanted to get or what I didn't want to get. But anyway, I think I'm not going to end it there. I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, and through the spirit of you act, may you acquire edified. Shalom.